So the Virgo full moon arrives at 16 degrees Virgo Pisces polarity to reflect for us where we may be out of balance between service and self-care. So it brings into that full view balance of where we may need to build into our daily practice and routines and habits better things for ensuring long-term health, wellness, and ultimately success in life, right? So Virgo is that mutable earth energy that helps us multitask and juggle all the things we need to juggle in a day, but not just to survive, but to grow and improve our lives and others, to help be of service to others, help to nurture others on all levels, whether it's, taking care of your family, if you're, in healthcare, if you're a nurse, whatever service you provide that helps others, everything, feeding your family, taking care, exercise. And then the spiritual side of it is Pisces, our spiritual connection to life and ourselves, and the balance between the two, which keeps us, present in reality, but also hopeful for what's possible because we can't always see the way forward. So this is the balance that we're trying to strike here. Now, the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury, and Mercury's over here with Pisces. This is a time to lean into that emotional, mental, and spiritual health in relation to our physical health, and evaluate where we may be trying to do too much or we're maybe depleting ourselves. So it's thinking about that. If Mercury's in Pisces now, we are feeling overwhelmed with all the things or don't feel well health-wise. It's a time to evaluate in order to figure out, okay, what do I absolutely need to be doing? And what am I doing that's sucking the life out of me or sucking the energy out of my day? My schedule is overwhelmed, whatever it is. What decisions do I need to make to figure out what needs to go so that I can really maintain a good quality of life? Pisces will be approaching a square to Mars. So that sun is a few degrees away, 5 degrees away from Mars. It'll be moving towards that. And this could cause some upset. Okay. Mars is fire. Gemini is words. It's also ruled by the Mercury. So this is where we could end up hurting someone's feelings, saying some things we don't mean, accidentally ending up in isolation because we've offended somebody who was trying to help us. So it's really important to manage, our emotions and our words that may be coming out of just frustration from a situation and not meaning to hurt someone who's trying to be there for you. So there could be some, intense conversations, emotional conversations, news can come in that can be upsetting about things that are happening. So it's a really good time to try and lean on those that are there to support you rather than isolating yourself or deciding to go alone. Now, if you need to remove yourself from a situation and take care of yourself energetically, emotionally, physically, you should do that. But be mindful of words and actions during that time so that you don't accidentally offend out of simple fear or frustration or sadness or upset about something that happens or is happening in your life. This is a big month of change on multiple scales, collectively, globally, individually. Like March is a really big month for a lot of big changes that are happening. And that leads me to the biggest one, which is Saturn is at 29 degrees at the moment of this full moon, but it shifts the same day, some hours later, into Pisces. And this is where it will be working until February of 2026. So the next few years. I did another talk about Saturn through Pisces, which I definitely recommend listening to because I was looking into that last year to feel into, what these next few years were going to be like for us. And foundations and, our structures of life, which would be Saturn, are not necessarily going to be on firm footing while he's moving through Pisces, so we could feel really challenged in maintaining boundaries, in maintaining regular routines of health and wellness, in having faith, in what we need to do to stay grounded is going to work, or focus on is working, or the work that we're putting in is going to pay off. Doing these things will be essential in order to feel your best as we go through this huge time of change collectively. So that's going to be the key to success, not just for now as Saturn moves into Pisces on this day, but also over the next few years. So this is a seed moment of this larger cycle of growth, which I think is the most important thing to focus on in this full moon. Saturn about to make this major shift into Pisces. It's like an hour later, which sets the tone for our work for the next 3 years. So this is in itself a reason why this full moon is so important and so pivotal, is to start thinking about where you can create healthy balance and boundaries of self-care, service to others, and our own daily lives, and the influence of the outer world or the bigger picture that's happening around us, in order to maintain health, wellness, security, and keep moving forward on the path to success that we're choosing, or towards the goals that we really want to manifest. But a spiritual practice is what I go into in terms of Saturn and Pisces, because I think it's going to be foundational and life-saving for this very transitional time and transformative time that we're going through as a collective. So this is a very, very powerful full moon for this reason. So keep that in mind and really consider, what you're grateful for in terms of your life, how it's structured now, in terms of the daily practices and wellness and your health. Go to the doctor if you need to, get those appointments, the treatments you may be needing that you're putting off, to get your body in the best possible shape. Use your mind to heal your body, exploring unique things like this in terms of the power of the mind to stay present and to stay well. Is the most powerful organism in the body is the mind. And so with Mercury in Pisces, use the power of spirit to shift your mindset in order to heal your body. It can be a very powerful time for practicing that, for learning that, for seeding new practices around how to stay well and structure your life and your mindset around how to stay well going forward through this very transitional time in the world and for all of us. So I hope that helps give you some inspiration for this Virgo full moon on March 7th.